What's going on with the Dunkey vid? Oh, I was going to talk about streaming services. Dunkey did a great video breaking it down, and I was going to rant about it because I've been really having a fucking headache with all the streaming services that keep getting popped up. Oh, yeah, no. I think Dunkey's video on streaming services highlights the absurdity of it in the best way possible. I have been livid at how difficult it is to actually find the shit you want to watch on streaming services now. It's worse than cable. It's actually worse than cable's ever been because they divide the content up across like 25 different platforms now. It's fucking miserable. It is unbearable. So like you'll have like 1 and 2 of a movie franchise on one platform, like Hulu, then you have to go to like Netflix to get number 3, and then you have to go back. Nothing illustrates it better than the official Pokemon watch guide that Dunkey pulls up here. Where was it? And I don't know what we do to fix it. Like, I just think, like, we're probably too far gone. So to watch Pokemon, like, if you wanted to watch every season, there's a whole guide on what you do. So you have to go through, like, 12 different streaming platforms because each one has different seasons. So you have to bounce around, and some of these I've never even heard of, like fucking Freevee. Try watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Netflix used to have most of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless it lost it, which it probably did. Thanks for the membership, Troy. Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, yeah, that one as well. You haven't heard of Freevee? No, I've never heard of Freevee. I don't know what it is. And I've also never heard of the one underneath that, Hoopla, for seasons 10 through 12. Piracy solves everything. And that's the point I was going to get to. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop this saturation of streaming services and like splintering all of the content across all of it, just fucking sprinkling tiddlywinks around there. But it is blown up piracy again. Piracy is now the easiest way and most convenient way to watch anything. It's crazy. There was a time where Netflix came out and piracy started to dwindle a little bit for the most part because Netflix was just so easy and it had like everything, like convenience. I think it was Gabe Newell said piracy is a consumer. I don't remember what he said, but basically he said piracy is the direct result of being inconvenient with the official sources. I don't remember the direct quote, and it's super true. Netflix curbed piracy because it was so fucking convenient. You get one service, you get pretty much everything. And now we're at a point where it is so splintered and so hard to get any of it that it's so much more convenient to just pirate it. And you also get the complete product. So like SpongeBob, for example, if you were to watch it officially, you're missing 2 episodes because they got censored and taken off. If you pirate it, you get the whole show. We have really come full circle. That's what he said. Gabe Newell said piracy is a service problem. That's right. That's what it was. Imagine if there's no Steam for games and just multiple platforms. That would be miserable. I know people give Steam a lot of shit, rightfully so, for a couple of different reasons, but overall Steam is like the best net positive gaming has ever had. Because without Steam, all of those titles would be sprinkled across Origin, Epic, Uplay. What were some of the other failed ones? There was a time where everyone tried to launch their own game service. There's more, and I'm blanking on them, but they were all trash. EA, yep. God, there's so many. I already said Origin, actually. And probably not, Wong. Probably just gonna keep the Moby Huge in the back. Thanks, Resub Joe. Haven't busted that out in a long time. Did you see the dude who jumped in the Bass Pro Shop tank naked? How could I have missed it? Of course I saw that. And all the tweets went around talking about having his coochie out because his cock is like shriveled so small because the water was really cold. And then he also has the worst picture of all time getting carried away by the cops where he's like strutting around and it really does look like he just has a very small clitoris and a like tiny almond hanging from it because everything shrunk, or maybe he also just has a micro penis, so it's a lot of different things. And now he will always just be the naked Bass Pro Shop bussy guy. There's also a really great bird's eye view someone else filmed from a higher vantage point when he cannonballed into the Bass Pro Shop's pool. When he climbed out, he fell and hit his head on like the rocks underneath it and then just laid there like KO'd for a while before the cops like hog-tied him and carried him out. That whole thing was fire. Apparently it also crashed his truck before getting there, so it couldn't have been more chaotic. Let me guess, Florida? You would be correct. I believe it was Florida, right? Oh, no, Alabama. No, obviously I can't pull it up on stream, man. It looks... When I first saw the video, chat told me about it and I looked it up after stream. When I first saw the video, I thought it was censored. They just used like really weird pixelation because I couldn't see his wiener in the pool. I was like, okay, it's censored. Let me try and find the uncensored version. And then I found one that said uncensored and it was the same thing. I was like, what? Why am I getting lied to? And then I realized, nope. It's just, it shrunk. They set that thing from Wumbo to Mini. So that was an awful legacy he's leaving behind.